Sarah, you dropped me straight into the deep end last week. I barely had time to breathe. The city's rhythm is wild. Has it always been so fast? Or is this just modern London talking?
It's gotten way more intense lately, Paul. You can almost feel the tempo pick up when you step off the train. I remember walking through Soho, everyone's sentences just spilling on top of each other. You have to sprint to keep up verbally and physically.
That's so true. Even grabbing a coffee, people are rattling off orders at lightning speed. I found myself stumbling just to keep pace. The 110 words per minute target you set for me felt totally out of reach at first.
Honestly, it's like Londoners are in a constant relay race. You start slow, and suddenly you're expected to sprint. But the rhythm isn't just about speed, it's about attitude too. There's a force behind every word, you know?
Speaking of speed, that 110 words per minute you mentioned, it's not easy. I tried timing myself, and I kept tripping over my own tongue. What's the magic trick here?
There's no shortcut, just lots of practice. I remember recording myself and playing it back, cringing at every awkward pause. But it helps to read lyrics or poetry, anything rhythmic to push your pace. Did you try any tongue twisters yet?
I did. Red lorry, yellow lorry nearly destroyed me. But after a few rounds, I noticed I was getting closer to that flowy, rapid-fire style.
Exactly. And it's not about being robotic. The trick is finding a natural groove. Almost like rapping, but with street gossip and city slang.
Once I started hitting the right speed, you pointed out my sound was still missing something. You called it dark and throaty. Why do London speakers lean into that resonance?
That quality gives everything a bit more weight, almost like you're speaking from somewhere deeper. I think it's partly about authority. People want to sound like they mean business. Plus, it just fits the city's gritty energy.
It does feel powerful. When I drop my voice down, it's like suddenly I'm on someone's radar. I can see why it works in crowded pubs or busy streets.
Exactly. You need that edge to cut through the noise. A soft, airy tone gets swallowed up in London. The city wants you to be bold.
Funny thing, after I tried deepening my tone, you had me throw some nasal placement into the mix. At first, I felt like a cartoon villain. What's with the nasal twang?
It's such a London marker. That nasal resonance cuts through background chatter. I've heard old-school cab drivers and teenagers alike lean into it. It's like an audio highlighter. People know you're local.
So, it's almost like an urban badge of honor? I found when I added it, people actually responded differently, like I'd unlocked another level of street cred.
You totally did. It's a subtle thing, but it tells people you get the city's voice. It's not just what you say, but how you say it.
After all that, I realized the biggest battle is syncing my thoughts with my mouth. The city's speed demands you think and speak almost at the same time, or you're left behind. Did you ever hit that wall?
All the time. I used to freeze mid-sentence, especially when I first moved here. My head would race, but my mouth couldn't keep up, or vice versa. It's a juggling act.
It's like improvising jazz. If you hesitate, you lose the groove. I've started practicing by reading headlines aloud at double speed just to train my mouth and mind to move together.
That's a great trick. Also, listening to the city helps. Eavesdropping on bus conversations, picking up on pacing London becomes your teacher.
There's something about the way Londoners push words out, almost aggressive, but not quite rude. Where does that punchiness come from?
I love that you noticed. There's a confidence, almost a challenge in every phrase. I think some of it comes from the city's history, competitive, crowded, always moving. It's a badge of resilience, really.
It does feel like a defense mechanism. If you don't assert yourself, you'll get swallowed by the noise. I caught myself getting sharper with my delivery after just 1 week.
Exactly, London makes you toughen up, verbally. It's not aggression for aggression's sake, it's about making your space heard.
Lately, I've started paying attention to tiny details, the way people pause or rush words. It's not just speed, but where they speed up and slow down. Did you ever notice those micro-rhythms?
Absolutely. There's a real musicality in it. For example, someone will rattle off their point, then pause dramatically, almost daring you to challenge them. It's a subtle power move.
That dramatic pause like a mic drop, but for conversation, I love it. It changes the whole feel of what they're saying.
Totally. And you start picking up on those cues. It's a whole extra layer of communication, almost like London's own secret code.
What I found hilarious and a bit intimidating is that outsiders sometimes get left out simply because they can't keep up. Have you seen that happen with newcomers?
Definitely. I've watched people shrink in group chats, just drowned out by the pace. It's almost like an unspoken test. If you can't jump into the flow, you're seen as an outsider.
It's almost like a hazing ritual. Even if you're smart or funny, you have to earn your stripes by surviving the tempo.
Exactly. But once you catch on, it's exhilarating. You feel like you've cracked a code, and suddenly, the city starts talking back.
On the practical side, you had me shadow real Londoners and record myself. I have to admit, listening to my own playback was both painful and weirdly motivating. Why do you swear by these methods?
Because they force you to notice what actually makes a London voice tick. You catch tiny differences in how you stress words or miss the beat. When you shadow, you pick up not just speed, but cadence and attitude.
It definitely made me hyper-aware of my own habits. Pauses, dropped consonants, even my breathing. Suddenly, every detail mattered.
That's the secret sauce. The more you tweak, the closer you get to sounding like a real Londoner, not a tourist with a fast-forward button.
Honestly, after a week of doing this, I felt mentally fried. It's more than just talking fast, it's staying plugged in, alert, ready to respond at any moment. Does the pressure ever get to you?
Oh, absolutely. Even locals feel the burn sometimes. There are days when I want to hide out and just mumble in slow motion. The city's energy is thrilling, but it can be exhausting.
I felt that hard. It's like your brain gets revved up and can't slow down, even after you leave the conversation.
That's when it's okay to step back, find a quiet park bench, let your mind wander. Otherwise you burn out trying to outrun the city's tempo.
What's wild is, as I've started mimicking the London voice, it's not just my accent changing, it's my sense of self. Is that common?
Absolutely. The way you speak in London shapes how you see yourself and how others see you. I've seen shy people transform just by owning that urban rhythm. It's more than pronunciation, it's like a whole new costume.
It really is. Even my posture changes when I speak this way. Suddenly, I feel like I belong. At least a little bit.
That's the magic of local sound. It's not just about blending in, it's about staking your claim in the city's story.
What's fascinated me is how the London sound isn't frozen in time. I'll hear echoes of Old East End with a twist of Caribbean or South Asian influence. How does that mix play out day to day?
It's like living inside a remix. You'll get Cockney rhymes 1 minute, then a bit of grime slang or a Nigerian inflection the next. Every street has its own blend, sometimes even within the same sentence.
It feels like the city's voice is always evolving, never settling. I love how even old-school locals pick up new phrases without even realizing it.
That's what keeps London's sound alive and unpredictable. It's a moving target, and that's exactly what makes it so exciting to chase.
After all this, I'm realizing the London voice is less about perfecting some formula and more about adapting, finding your own groove in the chaos. Would you say that's the real secret?
100%. There's no finish line. The city's rhythm pulls you in, but it's up to you to decide how you move with it. Some days you sprint, some days you stroll, and both are legit.
I like that. It takes the pressure off fitting in and makes it more about joining a living conversation. The London lingo isn't just a sound, it's a shared experience.
Exactly. And that's why it never gets old. Welcome to the club, Paul. You've earned your place in the city's rhythm.